This video is about Venn diagram and how IB Math tests on Venn diagram. Guided practice 1. A, B, C, D are numbered in each section. Find the number in the following set in A. That means in this circle, we add all numbers in this circle. So we have A plus B. Only in A will be this number equals to A. In both B and A will be this number, so equals to B. This notation means how many elements in A prime intersect B. First of all, it has to be but not in A, which means C. For E, not A, not B, then it will be D. Guided practice 2. A, B, C go to H stand for number in each section. Find the number in the following set for A in A. So I will circle A. Every element's count. So we do A plus B plus C plus D. Only in A and B, which means this number means only in A and B, so equals D. In both A and B, we don't have only. That means A and D count. This is both A and B. Therefore, that is A plus D. In all three sets, definitely that will be A. Check E. In both B and C will be this. That means A plus F. Only in A, that's C. Guided practice 3. Let A and B be independent events. Probability for A equals 0.3. Probability B, that's 0.6. For A, find probability A intersect B. Independent event means this. Probability A intersect B equals probability A times probability B. Therefore, you have 0.3 times 0.6 equals 0.18. Find the probability A union B. That will be additional law. It's here. So we have probability A union B equals probability A plus probability B minus probability A intersect B. So we have 0.3 plus 0.6 minus 0.18 equals 0.72. That's the answer for this B. Look at the C. On the following Venn diagram, see the region that represent in A but not in B. That means this region. Then find the probability in A but not in B. We will label. Probability will be here's A, B, and C, here's D. According to the given information, we do know that A plus B equals 0.3. B plus C equals 0.6. And A plus B plus C, that will be 0.72. And B equal 0.18. This is the information we already figured out from A, B, and a given information. But we are looking for A basically. We can use these two. So we have 0.3 minus 0.18. That equals 0.12. So this will be 0.12. Let's go to guided practice 4. Consider the events A and B where probability for A equals 0.5, probability for B that's 0.7, probability A intersect B that's 0.3. The Venn diagram below shows the event A and B and the probability PQR. Write down the values of PQR. According to given information, we know this is 0.3. According to this. And also we know probability for A equals P plus 0.3. This is 0.5 equals P plus 0.3. Therefore, P equals 0.2. And also, according to this, you can set up probability B equals 0.3 plus Q. We know this is 0.7 equals 0.3 plus Q. So we have Q, here's 0.4. This is 0.2. The probability for the universal set will be 1. Therefore, R equals 1 minus 0.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.4. So you get the 0.1. For B, find the value of probability A given B prime. According to this conditional probability, we can write down the formula probability equals probability A intersect B prime, then over probability B prime. So we have probability A intersect B prime will be this P. Therefore, we have 0.2. B prime means not B. It will be 0.2 plus 0.1. So we have 2 over 3. Now let's go to C. Hence or otherwise show that the event A and B are not independent. When we say independent, that means this happened. So you have to figure out probability of A times the probability of B. This is a given. 0.5 times 0.7. So you have 0.35. Then probability A intersect B, that's 0.3. Since probability A times probability B not equal to probability A intersect B, we see set A and B are not independent. So when you verify or show that the events are not independent, you have to use this formula to show whether they are independent or not. Let's go to guided practice 5. At a large school, students are required to learn at least one language, Spanish or French. It's known that 75% of the students learn Spanish and 40% learn French. A. Find the percentage of students who learn both Spanish and French. We got to use the additional law to do this problem, which is this formula. Since in this school, students are required to learn at least one language, Spanish or French, which means a probability. This is Spanish union French equals 1. Therefore, we can write down Spanish union French equals probability Spanish plus probability French minus probability Spanish intersect French. So we plug in now. This is 1 equals 0.75 plus 0.4 minus probability Spanish and French. So we work this out. You will get the probability Spanish and French. That equals 0.75 plus 0.4 minus 1. That is 0.15. So answer will be 0.15. Let's go to B. Find the percentage of students who learn Spanish but not French. For A, we need a percentage. Therefore, you need to write down 15%. For B, who learn Spanish but not French, which means you use this Spanish, that will be 0.75. You minus both Spanish and French. That means they only learn Spanish. So you get the 0.60, means 60%. At this school, 52% of students are girls. 85% of the girls learn Spanish. A student is chosen at random. Let J be the event that the student is a girl, and let S be the event that the students learn Spanish. Find the probability girls and Spanish. Since 52% students are girls and 85% of the girls learn Spanish, therefore the probability girl and Spanish will be 0.52 times 0.85 equals 0.442. Show that J and S are not independent. We need to check a probability of girl times probability Spanish. That equals. We got probability that girl is 0.52 times probability for Spanish, that is 75, so 0.75 equals 0.39. While for probability girls and Spanish, we already got that is 0.442. So J and S are not independent. To D, a boy is chosen at random. Find the probability that he learns Spanish. You have to pay more attention to this. They said a boy is chosen at random, which means this is a conditional probability. We need to figure out the boy intersect Spanish. Then it's given that it's a boy. So you have to figure out the probability of a boy first. we're going to use 1 minus. Since 52% of the students are girls, you will get the 1 minus 0.52, you get the 0.48. Since we already figured out the probability of girls and Spanish, that is 0.442. And probability girls and Spanish plus probability boys and Spanish, it will be equals probability of Spanish. In other words, we can plug in probability of boys and Spanish equals 0.75 minus 0.442 equals 0.308. Therefore, probability of boy and Spanish, given that this student is a boy, equals probability of a boy as a denominator, probability of a boy and Spanish. You will get 0.308 over 0.48 equals 0.642.